Yeah. Got myself a few mosquitoes out here. Trying to get all up in the action here. What's up, people? How's everybody doing out there? I just wanted to get together and talk to you guys a minute about what we're in alignment to do when it comes to trying to make our children feel a little bit better. There's a lot of stuff that's taking place now. We see what's taking place in the world, and there are a lot of children out here. And I was talking about it with a gentleman the other day down here in our neck of the woods. And we were talking about the children, man. You know, the children are really, really in a bad place, ugly place. We're trying to do some things. We're trying to put some things together with the churches in our area, here in South Kakalaka, Jackawaka, Bacamaca, in the Midlands. And, you know, we're reaching out to some of these churches. And, you know, some of the churches you know, seem to be willing to hear us out. Some of them are not as patient. But nevertheless, we will continue to move forward and move on in our endeavors. It's all about making the children feel better. You know, it's everything that we're doing here. It's all about family. At Adventure Ventures Productions, it's all about family, and you know, it's all about getting the children to feel good, getting the children to feel much better, man, because the children are in a crisis right now. They see what's taking place all over the world. They're seeing, you know, the wars, and, you know, they're afraid. You know, the word nuclear keeps coming up, you know, and you know, and all this kind of crazy stuff, and you know, and the children are hearing this stuff, and you know, the children are afraid. The children are very, very, very afraid. I remember what it was like when we were coming up, you know, and you know, hearing about the atomic bomb and all this kind of stuff, and someone, you know, so I can only imagine what's going on right now. And I'm really hoping that the parents out there are not really allowing their children to watch such things, you know, and you know, and engage in such things when it comes down to stuff like that. But you know, they're hearing it. You know, a lot of the older children are passing, you know, things on to the children. Even, you know, our older brothers and sisters can sometimes be, you know, when it comes down to the smaller children. But nevertheless, you know, it's about, you know, making them feel better. And so this is what we're, you know, aiming to do when it comes to, you know, putting together this game show. You know, we also have our outdoor or natural disaster and unnatural disaster, outdoor survival